this is Debbie with the Crafty Diamond. Today is going to be a WIP and chat. If you are not familiar with what a WIP and chat is, that is simply a work in progress, and I will be chatting. So today I am working on the Language of Flowers 4, and this is by Jasmine Beckett Griffith, and I'm doing this for the JBG Along 2. That is sponsored by Emeralds and Fairy Lights and also Crafting with Shay. And I've got quite a bit more to go. I really just started on this. I will show you my progress after we finish. And if you have been watching my last WIP and chat, I was working on Sea Monarch. I even have a video where I actually kitted up Sea Monarch. And that one was also a JBG. It was from Uniquely Yours Down Under. And I am having a lot of problems with that one. I just had to stop. Could not go any further. I started working on the face. The eyes looks like an alien. The colors do not match the actual canvas. The canvas is so dark I cannot tell what any of the drills are. The canvas is a dark blue, just a dark blue throughout. And the colors just do not look right. I also had a bunch of popping drills and drills that just would not stick. So I contacted Uniquely Yours Down Under and was told by the owner that they were aware that there is an issue with their supplier. There was a problem on one of their runs with the machine, and that she was going to be getting with her supplier and she would get back to me. And this has been several days since I've heard back. I did send a message to her and I have not heard back. So I'm hoping that I will hear something soon on that. But luckily I had another JBG in my stash, and so I started on this one. So I may or may not get this finished by the end of the month. I have put aside my other two canvases that I've been working on so that I can just focus on this one. And I've pretty much come to the conclusion that I do better with just doing one canvas at a time. Maybe like one project and then one canvas. So I am putting my Summer with the Masters aside. I'm working on this one, and then I am going to work on Diana, my Diamond Painting Deutschland, because I do want to get that one finished by the end of the year. That's the plan anyway for that one. So I'm working on it a little bit at a time. When I get more done to where there's something more to show you than what I showed on my last video, then I will go ahead and show that as well. But right now I really just want to get this one done and focus on this and then go ahead and move on to another one. I am really enjoying this. This is from Craftably, and I love their canvases. I've worked on a couple of theirs, not this year. This is my first one for this year that I've worked on a Craftably, but I'm really enjoying this. It's going pretty quickly because I really just started on this, and it is a round, so that's always going to make me faster than a square. I tend to take much longer on a square, so we'll see. I don't think I'm going to have any additional special drills on here or any additional ABs. If it didn't come with a kit, I don't think that I'm going to add. But, you know, who knows? When I get up to her face, around her hair, I might, or even add some to one of the flowers of the top. I may add just a couple of AB's colors there. So I really don't know yet. But I wanted to show you also, I am using this really pretty pen. It's hard to see. I'm trying to get it in focus. It does not want to focus on the pen at all. It is very light. I'm not even sure where I got this, but it's a really pretty pen. I do enjoy using this one. It is very thin, and it has like blue and pinks. And then I am using an Add More Zest tray. I already have it loaded. It is gray. This one is the larger size. It does have a stopper. And then I am using these drills. This case. I really do like this one as well. And then I'm using Simply Gilded for my washi, and I've used most of it sectioning this off, but it is hanging on very well. I am using Randa's Crafty Corner white Tahitian woods, and this is the first time I've opened this one, and it smells really, really good. I really like this scent, so I'm going to have to see if she has any more in her shop. I'm using a cover minder. I think this came from Shaban's shop. I'm not 100% sure if it did or not. I don't have that many cover minders, which is kind of surprising, but that's something that I need to start thinking about if I'm going to just section my canvas off like this instead of using release paper. I only have just a few cover minders, so that's something that now I can start thinking about. So I am using two different pens. The second pen is from BFF. They have a Facebook page as well as their own website. And I've purchased several pens from them. They're really good quality and they feel really good. They're not too thick. I purchased a couple of other pens that have just come in, and I will be doing an unboxing of those on, I think it's Tuesday. I have that scheduled for small shop haul. And I've got a couple of other things that's coming that hopefully it will be in around the same time that I film. If not, then I'll do another one. So that's something to look forward to. At least I am, because I want to open my pens and use them. And I am using glue dots for my single placer. And hopefully this glue dot will be okay. I hate to start a new glue dot right when I start to film, because if you use glue dots, you know how they are. You have to kind of play around with them for a little bit. You have to use them. They have to get a little dirty in order for them to not stick to everything. And I have not had any problems at all with this canvas. So far, I haven't even had any bad drills. Everything has been just really good. It has just been perfect. And I've had this one for a little while, and I do have an unboxing of this one as well on my channel. So I will put that link up for you if you're interested in seeing the unboxing. So how is everybody doing today? It has been just a busy week, even though we had Monday off for July 4th, and my husband took an extra day, so he was off Monday and Tuesday. But it's just been kind of a fast-paced week. Not that we've really done a lot, but it tends to be that way when there's a holiday. It gets us all messed up. Every one of us, we can't remember what day it is half the time. So I hope you had a nice 4th of July, and if you were able to spend time with family and friends, if you wanted to do that, that it wasn't too hot or you didn't get rained out. We live close to our downtown in our little town. Not Atlanta. We live outside of Atlanta. I would never go to Atlanta to watch fireworks. But we were able to sit on our back deck, and some of the trees still have not really bloomed enough for leaves yet. So we're able to see through the trees, and we could see the firework display from our local city. And so that was fun because we could just sit at home and watch it. We didn't have to get out anywhere and fight the crowds. And my daughter is scared of the noise. She just does not like it. So she was in the house. But they started in just neighborhoods too, started in with fireworks. In Georgia, we can actually purchase fireworks. We can shoot fireworks off anytime pretty much. I mean, there's a curfew time during the day, but there doesn't have to be anything special. If they want to go out anytime to shoot off fireworks, then they are allowed to do so in Georgia, or in our area anyway. I don't know if all of Georgia, but for the most part, Georgia has that rule to where you can just have fun with fireworks, and it does become, dangerous. It does become very annoying. And they started in on Friday. on fireworks, and they go anywhere from like 6 o'clock in the evening until 11 o'clock. So we knew that Tuesday would be crazy if my husband had to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning and then leave by 6 and drive an hour to work. So that's one of the reasons why he decided to take off on Tuesday, which was good because it ended up to where it went on until about 11 o'clock, 11:30. And so this was on 4th of July. And then, so back up a little bit, on Friday, we just sat outside on our deck. We really missed our screened-in porch. When we had our last house, or the house before that, I guess, we've moved way too many times lately, we had a screened-in porch, and it was so nice because you could sit out there anytime. You could eat. We ate outside a lot. We did not have, any bugs or no mosquito bites or anything like that because we had a screened-in porch. Well, this house doesn't have a screened-in porch, and we have gotten crazy bids and crazy quotes for tearing down our deck and building a new one. And then with the new deck, we were going to have it screened in. And it wasn't even the amount they're giving us for the screened in part. It is just for a rebuild of the deck and then a top. And then my husband is going to screen it in himself. So we have been trying really hard since we've moved in here. Now it is a year. And we still don't have a screened in porch because of the pricing that we're getting. So we're outside, we have bug spray on, we have citronella candle going. It's still not really working. We have the little citronella, and it's not really a candle, it is a candle, but it has like citronella oil in it too. So we have all of that going, we're still getting bit, and we had to end up putting bug spray on, which I absolutely hate, but it's been worth it to sit outside, late in the evenings. So Friday we were sitting out there and just talking, and I told my husband that we're really getting old. We have to be, really getting old because we were just enjoying the night, and we would get a kick out of it when we have a bug zapper, and the bug zapper started smoking, and so I told my husband, I said, we need to find something else to do. We are just really boring people to be able to sit outside and listen to the bug zapper. So that was our fun, lovely weekend. And then Saturday, my close friend, she's actually my best friend, she came over and for a few hours, and she dropped some things off that she had gotten for free from another lady, and there was so much that she just can't use it all, and so we've been halving this. It came from a business that they ended up closing, a stationery business. So that's helped us with our card making, and that's been really nice and really helpful because we could save quite a bit of money. But she came over and we had lunch and we just sat and talked for a little while. And then her daughter-in-law brought her grandson over because she was going to keep him for the night, so I got to see him. And then after she left, I diamond painted for a little while. I thought, I'm just not going to start anything on the house. I just wanted to sit back, relax, and so I sat back, I relaxed, and I diamond painted. But what was really fun is that my daughter was upstairs, and she brought her diamond painting downstairs, and so she diamond painted on the dining room table, and so that's what we did all afternoon on Saturday. So we both got quite a bit done. It was fun to diamond paint with her and just to talk to her and, just to spend some time with her, just doing, something crafty. So that was a lot of fun. And then Sunday, we pretty much did the same thing. She wanted to diamond paint again, so I'm like, okay, yeah, sure. I'm never going to say no on diamond painting. So we diamond painted a little bit more on Sunday. And then I also had to work on some of my cards that I'm getting ready to go on a card weekend. And so I did that. And then that was pretty much all that we did on Sunday. We went out to eat. We usually pick something up on Saturdays or do something simple. I don't usually cook on Saturdays. So that was something that, you know, we normally do that anyway. So we enjoyed that just to get out for a little while. And then Sunday night, if you have not seen, I did a live with Shay on Crafting with Shay. And that was so much fun. That was my first live that, you know, I've been to lives, but that was the first live that I've actually participated in. And she asked me if I would like to be her guest on one of her lives. And so we did that on Sunday. And I got to meet several people that I had seen the names on Instagram or I'd seen the names on YouTube, but never really interacted with any of them. And so that was fun. I got several new subscribers because of it. So thank you, Shay, for that. And thank you to all of the ones that are new, all of my new followers, and all of my current followers. I appreciate all of you so much. This has been something that I wanted to do for a long time, was a YouTube channel, but I thought nobody is going to be interested in anything that I do. Nobody's going to want to listen to anything that I have to say because we really don't do that much. That's fun. But then I have a lot of stories that have just come out, so that's been kind of fun. And several of you have said that you really enjoy the stories, so I do appreciate that. But what I want to say too, and I'm not going to like market or advertise this, but I am going to be doing a huge destash and for Diamond Art Club. It is at least, right now it's at least 30, to me it's huge. It's at least 30 kits from Diamond Art Club. There's nothing wrong with them. I just have too many in my stash. And I started looking at my stash about 2 or 3 weeks ago. Didn't really think about how much that I had. I will never get all of those done. And there are some that I've looked at it and I know that my taste has changed and I know what I like now in diamond painting that I didn't really know when I first started. So I am going to be putting that on my channel. I'm going to have a picture of the box. I don't want to have to open all of these unless someone just really needs me to, but everything is included. There may not be toolkits on all of them, but I have toolkits. If you need a toolkit and if you decide to buy something, you can just let me know and I will be glad to put a toolkit in. I'm not sure if the instructions are in there, but everything else is in there. All the drills. Some of these have not even been opened. So what I wanted to say first on this is it's going to be at least a week before I have this ready because I have to go through, I have to look and see how much that I paid for each of these. I'm going to discount some just because they're older. And I have to look and see on shipping the best way for me to calculate shipping based on zip code. So I need to take care of a couple of things. I also want to write everything down if it's been opened or not. And then I'm going to put a picture of the box. I'll do a video and show you what I have, how much that it is. But before I do all of that, if you have a unicorn, something that you have been looking for a long time, or something that you really want that's been discontinued and you just cannot find it anywhere, then send me an email, and if I have that, you can have first dibs on it. I'll tell you how much that it is. If you want it, then you can have first dibs before I put it out there on my channel. I'm not going to put that underneath description. I'm not going to mention it on Instagram or on Facebook. I just want to let you guys know first. I will mention it again before I put it out there. I'm going to have a video that's coming out on Tuesday, or actually Sunday. It's coming out this Sunday. And it's going to be my craft room, just a tour of my craft room. And I'll mention it again on Sunday's video that make sure if you have something that you really are looking for, I will see if it is in my pile that I'm going to destash. Right now, unfortunately, it is going to be US only because it is so difficult and so pricey to ship international that I think you would be paying more for international for shipping than you would for the painting. And the way that customs has been lately, I think it's going to have to just stay with US for now. And I am really sorry about that. But when I do have a giveaway, I will have international as well as US. And for international, I can have gift cards. And I'm going to do a giveaway once I hit 500 subscribers. So I have a little way to go. I'm at 320. It could be next week. It could be, months from now. But when I hit 500, I'm going to have a giveaway. So just, heads up on that. And of course, I'll give you, plenty of time for that. But right now, my main concern is that I want you to have first dibs of my diamond painting stash because you guys have been so loyal and you've listened and you've commented, and I really do appreciate that. You just do not realize how much that this just makes me happy. I love my channel. I wasn't sure if I would. I thought, well, I'll try this for a couple of months, and if I don't like it, well, then I can just delete it and then move on. But I am really, really enjoying my channel. And I hope that you guys are as well. So again, just send me an email. My email is underneath the description, but it is thecraftydiamond1@gmail.com. Or you can also hit me up on Instagram, and I'm under the Crafty Diamond there as well. If you want to send me a message through Instagram, and it's going to be, first come. So whoever, asks for a particular request, and if I have it, then I'll offer it to that person first. And if they don't want it, then it can go to the next one. I do not have any of the princesses. That's one thing that I'll go ahead and tell you now. I do have some, but I'm keeping all of those. I don't have all of them. I do have some of them. I'm keeping those. I won't have any Mandy Manzanos because I love her. So that will not be in there. But I have some Hannah Lynn's that I decided that I'm going to destash. I would rather someone else enjoy it than it just sitting on my shelf, and who knows when or if they will ever get done, just because I have others I really want to do. And my stash is just crazy. I don't like having this much in my stash. I mean, it's nice because I can go and work on whatever I want to, basically, whatever theme, but I don't like having so much in my stash because it makes me just a little anxious if, there's going to be a problem with them eventually, or, when am I going to get to them? So I would just rather purchase more later than to keep purchasing. So that's going to be a goal, not really for this year as much, but for next year. I really want to try to work through quite a bit of my stash, and I have a lot of large ones, and so that's another issue with me because the large ones take me forever to do, and I don't get as many done because I do work on so many larges. So I need to really work on some smaller ones in between the large ones, so I can at least say I have at least 2 finishes per month instead of just 1, if I even have 1 finish. But I should have this one plus a couple of the little 4x6 ones that I like to do. I think I'm working on the plant one for Paint Gym, so I'll have some of those that I can show at the end of the month as well. So we'll see. I'm just trying to decide how I want my channel to go, what I want it to look like, what I am comfortable with, because I want to do something that I enjoy. I'm not going to buy different accessories or different diamond paintings thinking, well, no one's going to like the ones that I want to do. If I don't like to do it, I'm not going to. So I think that everyone understands that, because I do this for fun. I don't do this for money or anything. I do this just for the pure enjoyment of getting to know others. I have really enjoyed the community so much. It's so funny how you get to know people, online, and you think, you really know them when, in actuality, you really don't. But it's nice because they're going to always be online, or if they're not, you're going to find others that are, that like your same hobby. So that is always fun. I would love to find somebody that is in my area. That would be a lot of fun to get to know someone that lives around where I live, and we could actually get together and diamond paint, because none of my friends diamond paint. They just don't care to. I do have a cousin that lives in Louisiana, and she diamond paints, but of course she lives in Louisiana and I live in Georgia, so that doesn't work very well. So it's just nice to be able to talk to other people and they understand when you say, drills or ABs, or, you say one of the artist's names, that they understand what you're referring to, or even if not, they've heard some of the terms, and they also like diamond painting or making cards. I have several that's on my channel, my subscribers, that also make cards, because I am a card maker. So when you see my craft room tour, you will see also not just diamond painting, but I also have cards that I make. So I have card supplies, and then I like to do memory keeping. I don't scrapbook, but I like to do memory keeping, and so that I have quite a bit of that in my room as well. I think with these type of small containers, I think I really should go with a smaller tray. I really like this tray, but all of a sudden it's like they don't want to come out of the little spout. And I spilt them everywhere yesterday, which was not fun. Okay, so there's that color. What is everybody else working on? I would love to know. Are you working on an event, or are you planning on working on one in August? We have a ways to go for August, but it seems like it will be here before we know it. I think I'll work on number 4. It will be here before we know it, and then I don't know if I'll be prepared. I am going to do one in August. I said I wasn't going to, and then Shay, Crafting with Shay, has mentioned on her live that she is going to be doing an event in August that now she's going to be hosting, because the person that was going to host it, something has come up and they can't do it. And so they offered her to do it. So she's going to be doing that event. And I decided if I had something that would work for Oz, that I would go ahead and participate, because it's her first event solo. I mean, she's had other events, but she has been a co-host. And on this one, she's going to be hosting alone. So I thought that would be really good to support her. I'll do it unofficially. Like I do most of my events, I do unofficially. I don't usually fill out any forms. I don't do an exit form or anything like that. I don't do it for prizes. I just do it because I think it's fun to see what others in the community are doing. But I've also been doing too many events. So I'm kind of committing myself when I do events to do certain canvases. So I will do that one in August. I am doing one from Hannah Lynn, and it's called The Good Witch. It's kind of pushing it for Oz, but I'm going with it. And since it's called The Good Witch, I figured that would work. So I'll be doing that one. I'm not sure the size on it. It is from Diamond Art Club. It is on their final release, and it is going to probably be going away soon. So I saw that, and I'd already had that one, so I thought I better go ahead and do this one, especially if someone decides they want to purchase it. I hate to do it and then say, well, sorry, it has been discontinued. So I'm going to go ahead and do that one for August. So I'll be kitting that one up soon, within the next couple of weeks probably. Hopefully I will have this one finished. If not, I'm going to finish this one before I start that one. And then if I don't get this one finished, I can't start that one. At least I'm giving support. But I pretty much have decided I am just a one canvas girl. I start working on one, and then if I start working on something else, it takes me forever to get back to the one that I was working on. I'm not doing the rotation thing very well. I thought, well, I'll do, a couple of squares and then I'll rotate and do another one. And doing that, I don't think I will ever get anything finished, or it's going to take me forever. I won't have a monthly finish because I am just going from here to there. So I'm going to just concentrate on this one, and then I will spend some time, a few hours on Diana every week. That one's definitely a given. Well, that wasn't straight at all. So I will be doing that this weekend, I think, working on her some. But I really did enjoy the live. That was just so much fun. I thought about doing a live, but I don't know when I would do it. And I may wait. I like to wait a few more months just to really get my channel going. And then I might add a live maybe every other week or something like that. And I've had a few that have asked me if I did lives. And I could see me easily doing it. I just have to find a time that works for me, and then it's a really good time for everybody else. Obviously, daytime probably wouldn't be good because, a lot of people work during the day. And I could only do it on the days that I was at home, which would be, my lunch or something. So that's kind of a downer there. So I'm not sure. Let's see, what else did we do this week? My smallest dog, who I say is a mini Houdini, she weighs about 14 pounds and she is 12. So she is, not a puppy. She's an old lady, but she's always loved to try to get out from our backyard. We've been here at this house now officially a year. We were here a year on Tuesday. She has gotten out one time when we first moved here, and we figured out quickly why. She has not gotten out since. And I went to get her on Tuesday, and lo and behold, she was not there. Actually, it was not Tuesday. I guess it was Saturday. Either Saturday or Sunday. I went to get her, and she was not in the backyard. And I could not figure out how she got out, so I didn't even know how long she had been out. Our youngest dog, who will be 2 in September, our collie, she didn't bark or anything, but she kept running over to the gate once I went outside, and she was looking around. So that's how I figured out how she had gotten out. She squeezed underneath we have 2 gates. She squeezed underneath one of the gates, and then the other one she's able to easily get out of if she gets through the one gate. So I went out, was calling her in the front yard, getting really nervous, and she was 2 doors down. My neighbor yelled and said, "Is this your little dog?" And lo and behold, there was Zoe. She was smiling. They have kids. Her kids were petting her, and she rolled over so they could rub her stomach. I mean, she was just all about it. So I got her, met our neighbors. That's not one way I'd want to meet my neighbors, but they seem like really nice people. And I got her, went back in the house, and we figured out why she had gotten out, and we fixed it so she can't do that again. So hopefully she won't. And now I've been nervous all week. I've been checking to make sure that she is still in the gate. But I could not believe that my oldest dog, who absolutely loves her, didn't bark, she didn't cry, she didn't do anything. She just let her go. So that was my exciting event. I think we figured out what she did. I think that she can't get out now. I've never seen a dog like her. If there's a way, she is going to find it and she's going to get out. So that was our fun week. Not. And then on, let's see what day, it was Tuesday, we had a really bad storm and it lasted for a long time. The wind picked up. We have some limbs that fell. So that's something that we're going to have to take care of this weekend, is to work in our yard. I'm definitely not looking forward to that. It was just one of our typical summer storms that we have. But one thing that it did deter was a lot of the fireworks on the 5th because it was raining. But there were still some people that were out there. It was thundering, it was lightning, the wind picked up, pouring down rain. They were still out there shooting off fireworks. And I was really surprised about that, but that finally stopped about 9:30, 10 o'clock. I guess they gave up. They got tired of getting wet. And they just went in. And Tuesday, that was our 1-year anniversary in this house. Not mine and my husband's anniversary, but our 1-year anniversary in this house. We never moved, either one of us. I never moved a lot. When the kids were growing up, we didn't move at all until I met my husband. We got married and we moved to the city that we're in now instead of where I was. But then over the past 3 years, we have basically moved twice. And I am just so glad that we love this house. There weren't any issues in this house. Nothing's hidden. And we just really enjoy living here. So I think we are going to be here for a very long time. That's the plan anyway. I hate moving. He doesn't like moving either. But this was the right move. So we had a little anniversary to the house. It's kind of silly, but we had a little anniversary for our house. We had a nice dinner that I cooked, and then we're going to buy a couple of things for the house that we couldn't decide what we wanted rug wise, just some like throw rugs and things, and so we finally decided on that. And then I think we're going to go ahead and start painting in the fall. I just dropped a drill. I think I'm having an issue with this glue dot. I said I probably wouldn't, and here I am. Let's see. Had my card group on Wednesday, and I I stamped some flowers out that I'm going to make when I go to Expo. I don't know if any of you have heard of Scrapbook Expo. It's been around for years and years. It used to be, primarily for scrapbookers, but now they have scrapbooking. They have cards. They have memory planners that they sell things for, as well as Bible journaling. I mean, you name it. And last year they even had some diamond painting there. I think it was the diamond dots. If I remember correctly, I stayed away from that vendor because I knew I would spend a lot of money there. And so I just didn't go over there. But they have vendors that come in, different sellers that will come in from all over the country, and they set up booths. And last year was kind of a disappointment because it was the first year that they had opened back because of all of our issues. I'm not going to say what it is. I don't like to say the word, but especially on YouTube, because YouTube tends to blast you. So let's just say it was a rhinoceros, and they did not have Expo. So last year we were able to go, but a lot of the vendors, because of supply chain issues, could not get their supplies in time. So a lot of our favorite vendors weren't there, but we still had a really good time. Took a class, and then we also, they have what they used to call crops, but that's mainly for scrapbooking, where you just take all your scrapbooking supplies or whatever you want to work on for the weekend. But now they call it create and play, I think, or something like that. So that way it's not limited. You do whatever you want to, and you were able to then anyway, but I think the name kind of threw a lot of people off. So my best friend and I are going next week. We are going to spend the night in a hotel on Friday and Saturday night, and we paid for the craft and play. One night is going to be a Harry Potter theme, and the other night, I forgot what it is. I don't remember, but I remember the Harry Potter. You can actually decorate your table in the theme. And I have a diamond painting that I'm going to take with me. That's Harry Potter. So I'm going to be working on that. I'm also going to be making some flowers for because my best friend makes flowers too. So I'm going to be doing a few of those. But I am taking my diamond painting. And I'm either going to take Harry Potter, which I'm more than likely I'm going to since it's Harry Potter themed. Thought that'd be really cool. Take my Harry Potter one. I have to kit it up. And then, but then that means I'm starting on another one. So if I don't take Harry Potter, I am going to take some of the little 4x6s because those are so easy to transport. I don't take a lot of things when I go to Scrapbook Expo, but let me tell you, some of these ladies, I have never seen so much stuff. They have these, they're little wagons, but they're like really heavy duty fabric, and they're good. I shouldn't say little, they're a good size wagon. And they have these wagons loaded up to where you can't put anything else on this thing. And they cart all that stuff from their car and put it in their wagon, and then they take it over to Expo and when they're checking in. And so they have all that stuff with them for the weekend. And there's no way that you can use all that in just the hours that you have. And some people last year had 2 wagons full. And here's my best friend and I. We have a small little bag apiece. And we're carrying a blanket because it's always freezing in there. And then we bought this pillow that's a massager. We bought that last year. And so that was something else we had to bring back with us. But we take just a handful of things. We don't take very much because we always buy something and then you got to load all that stuff back. And it's a good walk to the car. Although you can park up in one area and unload while somebody stays with your car. And you can do it that way. But we don't have enough stuff for that. But these ladies that have these huge cart things, they go up there, they unload. It takes them forever to unload, and then they have all that stuff that they're taking with them. And I used to take a lot of things when we went to retreats. I would take way too much, and then we got to where we went to quite a few retreats, and it became less and less and less. And so now we kind of know what to pack, what we're going to use, what we're not going to use, how to plan. Because it's not so bad, you're excited, you want to go, so loading all this stuff up isn't as bad. But man, the unloading, that's where it gets you. So if you have all of the stuff in your little cart, your little wagon, and then you have to put all that up when you take it home, that just does not seem very appealing to me. But to each his own. I'm going to have my diamond painting. And then she's going to work on her cards. And we take food because they have a little, like a refreshment stand. But the past few years, all of their drinks, including water, have been hot. I guess they did not put it in the cooler the night before. And it is just really hot. I don't want to drink hot water or, hot whatever, except for coffee. And we were freezing one year. Their coffee was absolutely disgusting. I am very picky about my coffee, but even my best friend, who is not as picky about her coffee as I am, she didn't like it. She couldn't drink it either. So we will never do that again. And then we take snacks. And so we take our own drinks, our own snacks, and then we stay close in a hotel. And we just have our lunch sitting there at the center that we go to, which is, nice. And if you want to leave, you can, but it's in a busy area and we never leave. We just take what we need and then we get ready to leave for the night. You can leave your stuff there. And they lock up, and so we usually do that. We don't leave anything that's valuable, but we usually just leave a couple of things, and that way we don't have to carry it back in. So that is going to be my fun weekend. Next weekend, my daughter is going to stay with her dad, and she's not exactly happy about it. So I've got to make that up to her. She really would rather stay home, but my husband, her stepdad, has a bunch of things that he needs to take care of, and he just worries about her being home, alone, and so she's going to have to go to her dad's. I told her, it's just 2 days. We can pick you up early on Sunday. I'll take you on my way out. So she is going to do that. And she needs to spend some time with him too, especially after he had his scare of a surgery. And for those of you that don't know me, I guess I should have already said this, but I have 2 daughters. My oldest daughter, and it's so scary and kind of sad to say this, but she will be 24 in a couple of weeks. 24. It seems like I just dropped her off at kindergarten, and I remember crying and crying and crying. And then whenever she graduated from high school, I cried and booed and booed. And that was because I was so excited that she finished. I wasn't sad that she was graduating. I was just so glad, she's finished. I don't have to worry about making her study or all of these things. And, no more dealing with car lines, no more dealing with band and me being a chaperone. But I really miss that. I miss the chaperone days. That was fun. We got to spend a lot of time together, and I got to see her perform. So I always enjoyed that. But it's just different when they get older. She doesn't live here. She lives close by, but she works, she goes to school. And so that's, it's hard. I can't believe I'm going to have a kid that's 24. And that makes me over the hill, very old. At least I feel it anyway. I'm probably one of the oldest content creators, especially for diamond painting. And I'm okay with that. And that was one thing when I started my channel. Before I started, I thought, they're going to go for these content creators that are in their 20s or 30s, and they're not going to want to listen to someone who has a kid probably close to their age even. But it seems that's worked out. There's been more that are older, or I shouldn't say older, but that are not like in their 20s or 30s that I've actually met. So that's nice. I feel a little more comfortable with that, just for the fact that I feel like, well, at least they understand me. They don't think that I'm some old grandma, which I'm not a grandmother yet, and nothing's wrong with that. I eventually want to be a grandmother, but right now, no. My daughter is certainly not ready for that, and she's not married, so that's a problem. She would, she's got to, and she needs to live her life first, enjoy herself before she has kids. So she's just not ready. And my youngest sure isn't. My youngest daughter will be 21 in August. She is special needs. She has some learning disabilities, but you would never know. Sometimes she says things and I'm like, wow, that makes perfect sense. I never would have even thought about this. Just things that she says and how polite that she is, and that she thinks of other people and, instead of her. And sometimes, even other kids, they don't think about that. They just don't, think about certain things. And so sometimes she's well over her age, and then other times it's like, okay, you're starting to get into this phase. We've had some issues with her being a little sassy, and she's never done that before. So I'm like, okay, now I think we're getting into the teenage years, even though she will be 21. I never thought that she would do that, but I've had to rein her in a few times because she started getting sassy, and I'm like, you need to tone it down a little bit. You don't have to yell. I know exactly what you're saying. You do not have to try to tell us what to do, kind of thing. So that's something that we have worked on. And she usually doesn't do that. It's just when she kind of gets upset about some things. And I get it. I mean, it's perfectly normal. But that is my kids. And my husband and I have been married now for 11 years. Our anniversary was June the 25th. And we actually met through eHarmony, a dating site. And I was married for 25 years. I dated my sweetheart for 4 before we got married, or close to it, I guess 3 years. And I had no clue. I thought, there's no way. I'm not getting out there. I'm not doing this. And so one of my friends kind of taught me into it and said, it doesn't hurt. Just see. So I went on a couple of dates, and I thought, if it's like this, forget it. I don't want to do this. I'm not interested in this. This is just awful. And then I met my husband, my husband now, and we talked for a long time before we even really met in person. So that made it feel like we knew each other, and that worked out for us. But it's kind of weird because I am a rather shy person, or I used to be. Me teaching has really helped with that. But I am an introvert. I don't get out there and do those kind of things, and I'm really funny about that kind of stuff. I just don't like it. When I go to parties, I have a hard time because if I know somebody, that's fine, but if I don't know you, the socialization part, I don't ever know what to say to start a conversation, so I just feel a little awkward sometimes. But with him, it wasn't like that. So we have really enjoyed each other. We've enjoyed being married, and he loves my kids. And so it's really worked out. But that is basically me in a nutshell. I am a college professor. I teach accounting. And I know I can hear the yucks all the way through my computer. There's not that many people that are like, oh, accounting, yay! And I get that too. My students, I try to get them excited about it, just, being funny. To kind of lighten up the mood some. It does help sometimes. But yes, I teach accounting. And I do not like math. That came out on the live. I don't like math, but to me, accounting is not math. No, that sounds kind of strange as well, but accounting to me is just not math. If I can use a calculator, I am good. I have to use a calculator. I can't do anything in my head. I'm terrible. This is going to be an absolute gorgeous painting. I don't frame all of mine, but I think I may frame this and put this in our spare bedroom. I don't have anything in there right now, and this is a really pretty painting. And it also has the colors that's in our comforter that's in the spare bedroom. So I may end up doing that. We shall see. I don't know why and it's not, the drills are not popping. I am just losing them. So if you see drills going everywhere, that is not the canvas, it's me. I keep hitting my finger on the tray, and then it's on my hand, and then it goes flying. And I don't usually do that, so I don't know what is causing that. But today is Thursday for me. It will be Friday for you when you see this. if you watch it the day that it comes out. And then tonight we're going to try to find a movie or something to watch, which is really hard. Our cable has gone up yet again. And so my husband was complaining. He was looking at it and he's like, you know, we're paying this for this and this, and we don't even use this. Well, I've been telling him this for a long time. But I figured once you see the bill and once you see that it's going to go up again, that you are going to change your mind. We had YouTube for a while, but we were having problems with our big screen TV in our den. It just kept, for some reason, it just was not streaming very good. And I was told that if you use a Roku device on it, that it would work okay. But then YouTube was debating if they were going to sign another contract with Roku. So we decided to go ahead. When we moved here, it was a good time just to start. And instead of just streaming, we're going to go ahead and go with cable, and it has just gotten so expensive. So now we're going to have to start looking at that this weekend. And even our internet's gone up. I do have high-speed internet. They have different tiers, and we have one of the highest up close to business. We don't have the business one, but it's very high because I work so much from home that I really need a really fast internet service. Because at one time we didn't have fast internet, and it took me forever to upload and grade papers. And so we decided it's just not worth it. Let me see. I don't know why. It must be I think my wax too, because I'm multi-placing. And I have been single placing when I was doing my WIP and chats, but I think I'm getting better because I'm actually able to use a 4 and a 6 placer today. And these drills, I just can't tell you how good these drills are. Craftily is one of the best companies. Let's see. So diamond painting wise, I've pretty much already gone over it that I'm working on this one. I am going to also go back and forth with Diana. And sorry, my chair has been squeaking really bad. I really would like to have a new chair. And if you guys have a recommendation on chairs, office chairs or whatever that you use when you are diamond painting or crafting, I would really like to know, because this is the most uncomfortable chair. It is squeaking really bad now, which I can take care of that, or my husband can, but it's just so uncomfortable. I cannot sit here for very long, and I need a really good chair. Anyway, I have a pretty good chair upstairs in my office, but I don't have to sit in there as long as, I would like to down here. I'm always up and down in my office. I'm always having to do something. But this chair is just awful. So I've got to do something. I've looked on Amazon. I hate to buy a chair on Amazon because I don't know if I'm going to like it. And if I don't, it's going to be a pain to send it back. At least I think it would be a pain to send it back. And so and then once you put it together, I guess you can't. So I may have to go to an office supply store or something, the ones that sell chairs, and just see if I like it. My daughter has bought one. I think she bought it at Staples office supply store. So I may go over to her house, sit in her chair, and see if I like hers, because she says that she does. I'm surprised that she didn't get a gaming chair, because she games a lot. Her and her boyfriend love to game. So I don't know. I'm almost positive she doesn't have a gaming chair. But I just need something. I don't know if I'd like a gaming chair because of how high the back is, or the ones that I've seen. So I think I'm at a good point. I've gotten a lot done. I've been talking to you guys for a long time, and I don't want you to get bored or not want to listen to me because I'm just going on and on. But I really enjoyed our time today. Be on the lookout on Sunday for my video on my craft room. It's actually clean right now, or as clean as it's going to get. The only thing I need to do is we are going to change the floor out. We're going to replace the floor in the winter. So the floor is not the greatest, but you're not really going to see the floor, so that's fine. But I am really excited for you to see it and to hear any comments if you have comments on how to rearrange or what you think. So I'm really excited about that. Then on Tuesday, I do have my small store haul. I've got some things that I have not shown you guys yet. And I hope a couple more come in so I can do them all at one time. So the video will be longer. And then when I am gone next week, I will have a WIP and chat that I'll do my WIP and chat on Thursday. So it'll still be out there next Friday for you to enjoy. And then I will have something else next Sunday. I won't be back in time, so I won't come back till Sunday afternoon, but I will have something, I'm not sure what yet. I'll have something out there for you. It may be an unboxing. I have purchased a couple more, and then the following week, which will be the week of like the 20th or so of July, that is when I'm going to have my destashing, and I will let you guys know the exact time once I get that done. But I've got to go through with the ones that I have. Unfortunately, when you go underneath Diamond Art Club, you can't just search on the ones that have already discontinued to see how much that you paid for it. You have to just go through each one of your orders to see. And so that's going to take me some time. That's the only reason why that it's going to take longer than I would have wanted, just because the fact that I do have to look all of those up. But I hope that everybody has a great weekend and you're able to get some crafting done, whatever that may look like. And until next time, guys, keep on crafting. Bye.